Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swamini Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Umajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadan Vitham Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosuti Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaniswari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarvyasya Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge which is the most confidential knowledge, Raja Mukhyam. So Krishna is revealing us this secret, which he gave it to sun god Vivaswan, and he gave it to then Arjuna, and Krishna is giving it to us because Krishna treats us as his devotees. That's the reason. Bhaktosi. Because you are my devotee, I am giving you this knowledge. Bhaktosi. Sakhache. So you are my friend. So we are definitely Krishna's friend and Krishna's devotee. There is no doubt about it. That's why we are understanding this topmost confidential knowledge. And we are understanding everything about ourselves and why we are suffering in this material world, and we understand that this material world is temporary, everything is temporary, everything will come to an end in this material world. Whatever we are seeing with our eyes, everything is going to be finished. But our relationship with Krishna is eternal. That will never come to an end. In this material world, not only this earth, if you look at the space in this Akasha, so Bhumi Rapo Analo Vayo come. So countless number of galaxies and countless number of solar systems and everything. So we are all interacting now by Krishna's mercy, but we don't know where we were before coming to this earth, this particular place here, this earth, this particular planet, and where we are going to go, that also we don't know after death. But we are eternally related to Krishna, and Krishna knows. That's what we are going to study in this level. So Krishna knows everything. So we are extremely fortunate to come together to study Bhagavad Gita and understand this most confidential knowledge. We are able to understand this knowledge because we believe in Krishna. People they develop so many different types of kinds of faith and they believe in different things. But believing in Krishna will give us this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So all other nista, Tesam nista tu ka Krishna. That's what Arjuna asked Krishna. So if you don't follow Bhagavad Gita, then there is a totally different thing. We are in this material world, and Krishna is teaching us that anyone who surrenders unto me, so I will deliver them. That's it. Krishna is not seeing someone as higher or someone as lower. But based on the modes of nature, Krishna is definitely is able to differentiate us based on the modes of nature, based on the swabhava. So they think no one can stop it. Even though we say that everyone is equal, all such things. But based on the modes of nature, based on the swabhava, everyone is not equal. We need to understand. So, especially when we come out of the three modes of material nature, definitely the devotee is above all. Krishna is saying that I consider him to be the topmost yogi. Yoginam api sarvesham matgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yo mam sameyutta tamo mata. That's what Krishna is saying. Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi, jnanibhyopi mato adhikaga, karmibhyascha yogi, tasmad yogi bhavat. So Krishna is definitely differentiating that the yogi is above all. The yogi, tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. Yogi is above those who are just doing only austerities. Jnanibhyopi mato adhikaga. The yogi is definitely above just one who has knowledge. But definitely one who has the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will definitely become a yogi. There is no doubt about it. But once a person becomes a yogi, a devotee becomes a yogi, he is above everything. So having the knowledge is one thing and becoming a yogi is next thing. But Krishna says in the 7th chapter we studied that anyone who has the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, I consider him to be my own self. So that means we will definitely surrender unto Krishna. We will definitely become a yogi. There is no doubt about it. Karmibhyascho adhiko yogi. So I'm above the karmis. Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. So karmi means fruity workers. Therefore, Arjuna, you become a yogi. Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. So that means we just have to follow Krishna's instructions. Krishna says this in the 6th chapter, where Krishna is teaching us about the yoga. And what is that yoga? That yoga is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and sitting straight and not looking at any other directions and controlling the mind. So that is what is called yoga. Yoyam yogas tvaya proktaga samyena madhusudana. That's what Arjuna also is referring to yoga, that whatever yoga you just taught right now, O Madhusudanam. So I don't think I can do it. Etasyagam napasyami yoyam yogas tvaya proktaga. That is what is called yoga. Yoga samjitam. So Krishna also says that is considered as yoga. That is uttro paramate. So giving up everything. Chittam niruddham yoga sevya. Tatraiva atmanam pasyan atmani tushyati sukham atyantikam yattat buddhigrahim atindriyam vetti atrana chaivaya sitaga chalati tattvadaga yam labdvacha param labam manyate na adhikam tataga tam vidya dukkha samyogam yogam yoga samyutam. So that's what Krishna is saying. Yam labdvacha param labam manyate na adhikam tatagam. So then being in that status, even with distress also. So then tam vidya, then you understand it. Tam vidya dukkha samyoga yogam sam yoga samjitam. That's what Krishna is teaching. So we have to be stitvapi antakale. So we have to become a yogi and be a yogi until the time of our death. That's what is very important. So that a yogi is a person who is not disturbed by anything. So one who is equal in both success and failure. So one who is able to regulate all his activities. all such things are very important to become a yogi. So that yukta, so that means regulating all our activities, our eating, sleeping, and other activities every day, and then able to control our mind, being equal in both success and failure. And when there is distress, one should not be disturbed in mind. When there is happiness, one should not be elated too much. So all such things. So that's what makes a person a yogi. So for us to become a yogi, this Bhagavad Gita itself is yoga. So Krishna is saying that this yoga I gave. So Sayevaya Maya Tete yoga. Yoga Proktaga Puradana. So I gave this knowledge, this yoga. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So anyone who follows this Bhagavad Gita is a yogi. So this Bhagavad Gita is yoga, and anyone follows this Bhagavad Gita is a yogi. But these days we simply think that yoga means just doing asanas. And they too, these days, just on the name of yoga, there are different movements, different types of things. Even in Western world, they say that it's yoga, but it is just simply doing some exercise. That also they call as yoga. The name yoga is used for everything. But the real meaning of yoga is actually this Bhagavad Gita is yoga. So studying this Bhagavad Gita and connecting with Krishna is a yoga. So, and then becoming a devotee of Krishna is a yogi. So that's why Krishna is saying that yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam sameyukta tamomata. So we have to just render devotional service unto Krishna with complete faith. That's what shraddhavan bhajate yomam. So with that shraddha, so with that faith, if we render devotional service unto Krishna, so then everything is going to become straight. Everything is going to go in the right direction. So this Bhagavad Gita is the way, and Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita how to act, and Krishna is making us to understand the difference between karma and akarma. And we know that karma means it is performing our acts without expecting any results. So that is what is known as karma. So we have a right to perform our karma, but we don't have the right to the results, because that we need to know. So because we are not the cause for the results, and we have to act, so we cannot stop acting. So all such things all such important subjects are very, very clear when we study this Bhagavad Gita, that there is no way we can sit idle, we have to act. And there is no way we can claim the results, because the results don't belong to us. So there is no way we should actually focus on the material sense object. So that is going to bind us to this material world. So all such things we need to understand. So then we have to follow. There is only one way. So that is Krishna's way. So what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna's matam, me matam. So that's what is very important. And Krishna's instructions, they are very important. And doing everything for Krishna is very important. Like Arjuna did for Krishna, Arjuna fought for Krishna. We need to do everything for Krishna. So we have to live for Krishna, dedicate our life for Krishna. And that way there is so much there for us to enjoy in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna consciousness means it is full of enjoyment, unlimited enjoyment. So there is so much enjoyment that we don't have to worry about anything. We don't have to suffer at all. We know that this life, everything is temporary, but we know that we are going to go to the permanent way. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so that since we already know that we are in the right direction and we are going to go to Goloka, and that keeps us moving. So that keeps us acting every day. So we don't give up. We will do all our acts very nicely for Krishna. So we need to realize that and understand and do everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Then Krishna is going to arrange everything for us. Once we decide that we are doing it for Krishna, then Krishna himself is very much waiting for us to render devotional service unto him. And even though we want to do it for Krishna, Krishna will make our life very easy. So Krishna will arrange all the opportunities for us to please him. So that way, everything will go very easily. We'll be able to see that everything will become very, very easy. Krishna is arranging everything for us. So Krishna's mercy is there, costless mercy is there. So we are getting this Bhagavad Gita knowledge and Krishna's pastimes. They are so wonderful. We need to fully focus on that, how Krishna took birth in this way, his transcendental appearance and all Krishna's leelas. So we need to understand. That's very important. So that's what keeps us in all the time in Krishna consciousness. We need to focus our mind on Krishna. We should not be thinking about anything else in this material world. Because anything else, if we think about it, that is going to take us away from Krishna. That's not good for us. So by Krishna's costless mercy, we are in the 7th chapter. We are studying and understanding very nicely about Krishna. Krishna is teaching us that there is no one above him. He is everything. So that part we have to be extremely clear in that. So we cannot equate anyone else with Krishna. It's very important. Even though Krishna has come here with many avatars, we need to understand that Krishna is the avatari. Krishna is the source of all avatars. That's what we need to understand. When Krishna says, Rudranam Sankarastasmi, so that Krishna is the Sankara. That's what we need to understand. Krishna says, Ramagas Sastra Britakam. So Krishna is the Rama. So we need to understand original person is Krishna. That's what is very important. So Krishna is the original, that's what Adi Purusha. Adi Purusha, very important. Brahma says in every line, Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Govinda is the Adi Purusha. I worship him. So he is the original person. He is the supreme person. He is the source of everything. So that knowledge we have to be very, very clear. So if we understand that very well, then we understand the difference between Krishna and other gods. So that way, for us, it's very easy to get ourselves to connect with Krishna. There's so much to enjoy in the name of Krishna, to remember Krishna, his activities, all such things, as I just mentioned. So that way, our life should be fully engaged. We should engage ourselves fully in Krishna's service all the time. That's why Krishna is saying, using the word Mam Ekam. It's very important. Mam Ekam means to me only. That's what Mam Ekam Saranam Vraja means. You surrender only unto me. That's what very important. We need to understand. So if we just surrender unto Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, then all the rest, everybody is going to be very happy, very pleased, and we don't have to worry about it. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge will make us to do that. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita gives us all the knowledge what we need to surrender unto Krishna. So Krishna's mercy only we are getting this knowledge. We are understanding every sloka very well and very easy to understand, and it's not at all difficult to follow. And and since we are studying again and again this sloka so many times, it's kind of we are understanding it very nicely. Like we can remember everything. We understand all about this world, all about this life. Everything about our life we understand from this Bhagavad Gita. So we know that we have to control our mind. We have to make our mind as our best friend. We should not let our mind to go after the sense objects. So all such things we are understanding. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 25 slokas in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. In this last slokas, Krishna is explaining even more about himself, which we are extremely fortunate to directly hear from Krishna about himself. So what we studied until now. So in the sloka number 24, in the 7th chapter we studied. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam Manyante mama buddhayaga param bhavam majan so mama vyayam manuttamam. So those who have no intelligence, abuddhayaga, they think that originally I was unmanifest and now I manifested. So that's what they think. So that means Krishna didn't have any body before that. And now he got this body. That is not true. For us, it is true. For us, when the pralaya happens, so we will not have a body. We will not have body for another 1,000 yugas, Sahasra Yugam. But that's not the case with Krishna. Krishna always has his eternal body. So that's why those who have no intelligence, they think that Krishna was originally unmanifest and then he manifested. So that way we need to understand very clearly that we are not Krishna and we can never ever become Krishna. We can get Krishna's nature. So that means we can go to Goloka and enjoy there forever. But we cannot become a super soul to go and reside in everyone's heart. That's not going to happen. We need to understand. So that is Krishna's nature. Parambhavam ajananto mamavyayam anuttamam. So they don't understand my superior nature that I am eternal. I'm inexhaustible. I'm imperishable. So that's what we need to understand. Unintelligent men who do not know me perfectly think that I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, was impersonal before and have now assumed this personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. So that's what Krishna is saying. Then in the next sloka, what we finished in the sloka number 25 in the 7th chapter, Krishna is teaching us that Naham prakashaga sarvasya yogamaya samavritaga mudoyam Bijanati loko mamajam avyayam. I am not visible to everyone. I am covered by my internal potential. Naham prakashaga sarvasya. I am not visible to everyone. Yogamaya samavritaga. I am covered by my internal potential. Mudoyam nabijanati. Fools, they don't understand me. Fools, they don't know about this. Lokomam ajam avyayam. That I'm unborn and I'm inexhaustible. So they don't understand. So that's what Krishna is saying. So foolish in this world, they don't understand. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my internal potential, and therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. Then in the next sloka, what Krishna is teaching, what we are studying today, 26th sloka in the 7th chapter. Vedakam samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani Matu Vedana Kaschana. I know the past, Vedagam Samatitani. I know the present, Vartamanani Charjuna. I know the future, Bhavishyani Chabhutani. But no one knows me, Mamtu Vedana Kaschana. That's what Krishna is. So Vedakam Samatitani Vartamanani Charjuna Bhavishyani Chabhutani Mam tu Veda na Kaschana. So we have to know about Krishna. Only if Krishna tells about himself. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving all the knowledge what we need. As we studied in the 7th chapter, 2nd sloka, Jnanam tegam sa vijnanam idam vakshami ase sataka yajnatva neka bhuyo anyad jnatavyam avasisya. So, O Arjuna, as a supreme personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities. But No one knows me. That's what Krishna is saying. So Krishna knows everything, but no one knows me. Mam tu veda na kashtam. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are knowing about Krishna to the extent what Krishna is revealing to us in this Bhagavad Gita. And we just have to get this knowledge fully, completely, understand and follow Krishna's instruction. Then we are going to go to Goloka, no doubt about it. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 26 slokas in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimiradasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Thank you. Hare Krishna. If any devotee has any question, you can use the raise hand option. Hare Krishna. Kina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna. By Krishna's mercy, I'm fine. Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji for the wonderful class. No questions.
Hare Krishna.
It's good to be in this satsang.
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Ashok Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thanks for the beautiful discourse. No submission today.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Hare.
Arki Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
I'm
Krishna.
enjoying every day's lesson and learning a little bit more. And
Yes,
I'm really, really very grateful to Lisa, my good friend, for having introduced me to
Yes,
this
thank you.
wonderful opportunity to learn everything. And I really feel very, very blessed.
In this Krishna's mercy, Mother, we are getting the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हेलो
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna.
धन्यवाद प्रणाम
Dhanyavad
हरे
Prabhu.
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे हरे
Hare
कुंभनंद जी
Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, and very nice to again and again learn about the true nature of Krishna, Guruji, because there is so much in depth, impersonal, personal, so many tiny distinctions between the two, but understanding Krishna in its original form, Guruji, as you have told.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, R.K. Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji for this wonderful class. I don't have any question for today. Thank you very much Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Vishnu Vardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Lalita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for the explanation.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Thank you Mataji, Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji. Thank you very much for today's class. By God, by Krishna's costless mercy, we are enjoying the class of Bhagavad Gita, most confidential knowledge, Raja Guphyam, where again it is reiterated the glory of Krishna, Krishna Paramatma, the Adi Purush. None is equal to Krishna and no one is above Krishna. And Krishna teaches us the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, which tells us about how to perform and then how to become his devotee with full faith in Krishna. And Bhagavad Gita is real yoga. And a yogi, Krishna differentiates between his devotees and yogi. A yogi is above all. And he surrenders unto Krishna and become yogi. A yogi becomes by chanting Mahamantra, controlling his mind, giving up everything. And we too have to become a yogi. Until that we have to remain. A yogi sees equally success and failure, regulates all his activities, and he reacts equally to distress and happiness. And the Bhagavad Gita itself is a true yoga, and which connects with Krishna. We become devotees of Krishna and rendering service to Krishna with faith. Krishna teaches us karma, what to do, what not to do. We should not stop acting without claiming results. Krishna's matam, me matam, it was listed. To do everything for Krishna, dedicate life to Krishna. In that we enjoy Krishna consciousness. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will be in the right direction, and Krishna will help us and arrange everything for us. Everything will become easy in this state. And now, last sloka, 25th sloka, it was told as Krishna telling, I am not visible to everyone, I am not established to everyone, then because I am covered by Yoga Maya, that is my internal potency. Foolish people don't understand that, they don't understand that I am inexhaustible, I am Avyayam and Supreme. Today's sloka, Krishna is telling, I know everything about the past and what is happening in the present and what is going to happen in the future, and I know all about the living entities, but no one knows me. That is today's 26th sloka, what Krishna told. Everything nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Really, we are enjoying daily Gita Gyan of yours. Really wonderful lecture today also. And in today's sloka, Lord Krishna says that he knows past, present, and future, and everything he knows, but nobody knows me. And I think with the Lord Krishna, with your Gita Gyan, our knowledge for Krishna will increase slowly, really, and we will achieve the desired. Not in this this birth, I think in the successive births when we get to achieve this thing. Your contribution for Krishna consciousness in devotee is really wonderful, appreciable. Thank you, Guruji, for all your efforts for us. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you for the class, and thanks to all the devotees who are nicely summarizing the class also. It is like doing the class revision every time.
Every time.
Yes, thank you very much, Guruji. Guruji, when you have told that when we come to human form only we can go to Goloka, right? The 84,000 species of forms that you have told us, are they all on this earthly planet, or is it all the universes, Jagadanta Kodi, you are telling, all of them put together?
It's in the earthly planet. that question is 8.4 million species of things, 84 lakhs. So lakhs basically. So
84 lakhs.
that is 84 lakhs. Yes, Madam. So that is first. In fact, I need to understand, know it, but I've heard about that. But in the Shastra, where exactly it is said, that shloka we need to refer to really find out about that. Whatever you were saying, that mother, you were asking. So maybe I will find out more about it and let you know. Yes, madam.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Because from the human form only you have told we can go to Goloka.
That is correct.
That is true, right, Guruji? So
Yeah,
when
Krishna,
you told today, when you said today that we don't know in which planet we were born earlier, and we have come to Earth this time, right? We could have been born on Earth also earlier or in some other place. And
Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita about that very clearly, that even if you go up to Brahmaloka, you will have to come back. Here means you need to take birth again. But only if you come to my place, you will not take birth. So that way, this, but very clearly Krishna says that even if you go to Indraloka, you will come back to this mortal world, Mrityu Loka. So this earth is a part of the Mrityu Loka. So again, so you have to go from here only. So, but only if you go to Krishna's well, we will not come back. We will not take another birth. That's what is very important. So if we go to Krishna's well, we will not come back to material well. That's the point.
Okay, so once we attain the spiritual body over there, then that body is not going to be reborn.
Not
right?
going to come back to the material well.
Yes.
That's what Krishna means. Abrahma Bhona Loka Punaravartino Arjuna Mamupetitu Kaunteya Punarjanma Naviti. So even if you go up to Brahmaloka also, when we die, we need to take birth again. But if we go to Krishna's well, so that means even if we go to Brahmaloka also, we will die. That is the point. That is the question. So, but if Krishna's well, if we go, we will not die there. That's the main thing.
Because in Brahmaloka, Brahma also dies and he is born.
Brahma
again.
also after 100 years, he will die. Yes.
And all the demigods also, is it?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everyone enters into Krishna's nature when these things happen. So only the time is different. Like 6 months here is 12 hours in the Devaloka. So another 6 months night there. So for us 1 year is 1 day there. Yes.
Okay, Guruji. And then this shloka which says the last shloka that Yoga Maya is covering us. That is, we are covered by the internal potency of God, Krishna. What is that? How does it cover for the people, Guruji? Is it like
it's covering Krishna? Krishna is saying that Naham Prakasaka Sarvasya Yoga Maya Samavritam means he is covered by Yoga Maya.
So people are then overtaken by Maya and they are not able to see beyond that. Is that what it means?
Yeah, it is Yoga Maya. Is Yoga Maya and Maha Maya is there. So Yoga Maya is Krishna's internal potential. So because of Krishna's internal potential, Krishna is not visible to everyone. So Krishna is saying that I am covered by my internal potential. That's what Krishna says. So because of that, because everything is spiritual, so we are not able to see Krishna. That's why I am covered by my internal potential.
Yes.
So Krishna is covered. Yes.
And
so
Radha is also a part of the internal potency only we say, right?
Yes.
When we say Radha.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Like Lakshmi, Rama Devi, Radha, they are all internal.
Are all part of internal potency. Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Subbalakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Thank you, Guruji. Today's class very nice. Our Matajis and Prabhujis asking some questions.
Nice
and we explanation. We are very what grace of Krishna's Thank you,
Yes.
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Sunil
Hare
Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's sloga as well as your explanation to many people also is very interesting really. And regarding this internal potential, is it applicable to demigods also?
No,
Because
it's
we
only
are worshipping.
Krishna's.
We are
They are
worshipping.
also, they are also covered. They are also under the mode of nature only. Because
Oh, they are
Krishna
also
says,
under
Krishna says very clearly in the 18th chapter that like even in the like Devaloka also they are under the mode of material nature.
Oh,
Yes.
that is it.
The mode of
Okay.
goodness is predominating, but still they are also under the modes of nature.
Modes of nature. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Guru.
See, there is in the 40th sloka, Krishna says that let me show you. In the 18th chapter, Natadas Prithivyam va divi deveshu va punaga sattvam prakriti jair muktam yadebigi syat tribir gunagi. So not only in the earth, Prithivyam va, also in the deveshu, divi deveshu va, in the demigod planets for demigods also, higher planetary system also. Nobody is freed from the three modes of nature. So prakriti jair muktam. So they are not. So yade bigisya tribir gunagi. So there is no being existing either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary systems which is freed from these three modes born of material nature. You understand that? No?
Understood. Thank you. Thank you, Guru. Thank you.
Hare
Sunil
Krishna
Shivas.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna, Pranam Guruji, Pranam.
Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sheena Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So on Sunday there was a little technical glitch was there. I could not.
You put it unmute.
Suddenly, yeah. Some external call came. It disturbed totally.
Yes.
It got changed since you were discussing on video. No. After that, it got technically right. But some external call when it is coming, suddenly it disappeared. Our screen disappeared. So we need to know why that is.
Yes.
So, as usual, Hare Krishna Guruji. Today's subject also is a very, very vast subject. So that is why our Parama Guruji also, they said you approach this whole subject in a spiritual manner more than scientist manner. So that is what in the prefaces it is there. Why? Because it's Sushma. Because there are many things Krishna told that my coming to earth, it's also secret. It is secretly guarded. So when he says it is secretly guarded, so we have to live there. Why secretly guarded? We do not know. So like that. So there are many things that is and Adbhut. So a subject it is vastly explored. But one thing, Guruji, it is not in a Bhagavad Gita subject. This black hole theory is any connection with Krishna anywhere? Any contest you might be knowing?
What's your question, Prabhu? Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
See, normally the current subject encyclopedia, that black hole theory.
I don't know, Prabhu. We have to really dig too much into that one. But we understand that Krishna is where there is the spiritual realm, that Krishna is. And there, if we go there, see, one thing we need to know is there is beyond matter. So Krishna is beyond matter. So we can see all these things you are talking about black hole, or you are seeing light or not light, everything. Your eyes, if you can see, then you see it. Otherwise, your eyes cannot receive any photons from there, then you cannot see that. So it has to receive photons, correct? That is what light. So there is spiritual. That is Krishna. But exactly about black hole, I don't know.
Okay. No, that is why, see, with the Kali Yuga, with Hare Krishna and devotion and services, we have to get that spiritual flavor. So, scientific flavor will not help to go into investigation mode. So, spirituality is important. That is very much required. So, in earlier this thing also, it has been clearly mentioned. But still, there are questions which puzzles the human being. So, there are many questions which Sumati Mataji asked on a very, 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 very important question to understand little more deeply. So, we do not know. See the Mars, everything which we could not able to see, we don't believe it. But when we look at in a spiritual manner, we can able to visualize. That is what very important. So in Mahabharata, when the war was taking place, Sanjay was narrating the whole thing through his eyes. Somehow he visualized, and he conveyed everything to Dhritarashtra. So in those days, it is possible, telescopic mind. So his guru allowed him to see everything that is happening in the war field. When Krishna giving Gita Upadesha to Arjuna, everything to Sanjay that time. He explained everything to Dhritarashtra, what is happening. So it is Krishna Shakti, and that internal Shakti which Maya bounds, we have to do that so that we can able to see the external world of Krishna. So it is very vast subject, Guruji, vast subject.
We need to just understand Bhagavad Gita, Prabhu. Let's not worry too much about it. Understand Bhagavad Gita fully. Then if you want to understand Bhagavatam. That's it. Then we know Brahma Samhita. Bhagavatam itself, 10th canto has got 90 chapters. So enjoy Krishna Katha.
All pastimes, all pastimes has been explored there. Thank you, Guruji. See, what is happening, it is that in the life, we are sharpening our mind again. When you bring this chapter once again, our mind and our heart will be sharpened. That intelligence will get. So, it's like a cyclic effect. So, the first time when I gone through this chapter, when you explained, our mind was not so sharpened. Nowadays, the things are sharpened. Going forward, we have to sharpen our mind in an intelligence mode. By total surrender, we will get that kind of intelligence. Thank you, Guruji, for the classes, the lecture which you given on this chapter. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Rama. Krishnavardhana Rao, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Namaste Guruji. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama